This podcast was created on Messy. Create your own show today at messy.fm.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the Adam and Windy podcast.
Adam and Windy, don't shut up.
Adam and Windy, don't shut up. Today we have a very special guest.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, it me.
Hello, it me.
I'm Sam.
Sam.
AKA Scuff, AKA Skufdaddy.
AKA Skufdaddy.
What's up, dude?
My mom just calls me Sam.
Indeed.
But you guys can call me what you want. I never really had a nickname, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just gonna call you dude.
Nice, dude.
The dude.
I get that a lot, actually. I don't think I'm very memorable.
So Skufca. Hot wings. Drums or flats?
I actually really like drums more.
Fuck you.
Yeah!
What the fuck?
Hashtag team drums.
They're just easier to eat, you know? And I feel like, I don't know, you gotta get the meat in the middle. Do you use
See, he knows. He knows.
Up to yourself.
He is a cultured
and
person.
I like blue cheese.
No,
Yeah!
It's easier to dip in
Two
the
for
blue
two.
cheese.
Two for
Christ.
two.
I'm
Fuck
gonna-
you, Adam.
I'm going to mute your mic.
All right, while we're on this topic,
Wings?
no.
The napkin.
No.
Don't talk
Okay.
about the napkin.
Are you team regular potato or team sweet potato?
Well, that depends. I mean, see, sweet potato is like one type of potato, but regular potato is like all the other potatoes, you know? Because you got the little tiny ones that you like, you know, you boil and make salt potatoes, but then you got like a baked potato. But if it boils down to fries, like...
Well, boils
But
down
would
to fries?
you-
Fries down to fries.
But would you just like,
Adam
you know those
King's-
microwavable sweet potatoes?
Yeah.
Are they good in your opinion?
I've actually never had those.
I would highly recommend
Is
them.
it just a bag of mashed?
No. It's just like a sweet potato in like this plastic film that apparently you can microwave and it won't fucking melt.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And Adam does not like them.
You don't like
I
them?
seriously need a fucking spoon.
I really like sweet potato fries are delicious. Like if I eat anything barbecue, like I want sweet potato fries compared to regular fries. But if I eat a burger, I want regular fries just because they're extra salty, extra savory. I think it goes well with the burger.
You guys like me what? You guys...
I really do like the sound of. Can we just have like you can have a waterfall, but I just want it to be White Russians pouring over his
Right
burger.
into my mouth.
See if we can ASMR this, ready?
Oh yeah.
Dude, stop peeing on the floor.
That's actually really nice.
Thump. Oh, no.
I think we need to take this in a new direction. This whole podcast. I mean, I know like I'm just a guest,
You
but
fucking
like if
bitch.
I could bring like a washboard in here, I could make some really good sounds for you guys.
A washboard.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I know what a washboard
like
is.
you know, like
I'm uncultured.
you know.
I know what a
I've
washboard
only
is, bro.
seen them in books and heard about them in fairy tales,
In
but
folk tale.
It's a board that basically looks like a fucking
Washer machine.
No, it looks like like a window pane or shutters on a window.
Like
so it looks like that.
Like a tin
So-
roof. Like a tin roof.
So you take your clothes and you get a big bucket and you put the fucking board in like perpendicular to the
so.
bucket, and then you take your clothes and you dip them in the water and you.
Oh,
Lot
yeah.
'em on
Wait,
the
why
metal.
would you bring that in here?
Well, for the
Oh, to make some cool ass
For the
good
people,
sounds.
obviously.
Oh.
So they can hear what a washboard sounds like at home.
Word. All right, so Skufca is one of the most interesting men in the world. White Russians.
He
But,
does not drink Dos Equis.
Yes, he does not.
No, I've
It's
actually
Dos Equis.
never had Dos Equis.
Neither have I.
What? It's a
No.
Corona.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't really like Corona either.
That's strike two, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know. Coronas always taste like skunked beer.
One more fucking dumb fucking comment from you. You're getting the fuck out of
Honestly,
my
I will take all these mics out with me.
Dude, good luck, bro.
I mean, half of them are already broken, so
Hey.
they must. One of them.
Yeah, one of them. That's like a fifth.
Yeah.
What if we had
that's why
5
my
people on
fractions
it?
are a little off.
If we had 5 people on this podcast, I don't think.
It would be
I'd
chaos.
go
like
anywhere.
it. I mean, I've.
Of course you'd like it, you little.
I don't know. I've had conversations with 5 people at once.
Whoa,
Really?
okay.
Whoa.
I'm-
Whoa.
Yeah,
This is
it's
like the most we've ever done.
This is.
I've never talked to more than 2 people.
We're breaking down walls here.
For me,
Guys,
yeah. I don't talk to many people other than Nate.
I've never talked to anybody in my entire life other than Adam.
That makes me feel really special, guys. Thank you.
Skufca, you're the third person I've ever talked to in my life.
I've never
The
talked
other
to my
person's
mother.
mom. Yep.
Never talked to my mother.
You never talked to your mom?
Never in my entire life.
Good.
Oh.
I don't know what to say about your mother. She's actually probably really nice.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But if you had to guess, like, diameter of her nipples go. No guess.
I should have brought the hot wings I had earlier with me.
Are you sure you wouldn't have died?
Didn't you eat them all?
Yeah, I barely.
Should have saved them.
So I could,
With
like,
some pocket
the
wings.
reaction, they could hear my reaction in ASMR.
Yeah, that was actually really nice. It's just soothing.
No, it wasn't.
It was a little bit like a panic attack, but, like, observing it, I knew that you were
I
gonna
found
get through
peace in your panic.
Yeah, like, I knew that everything was going to be all right. Mostly because you were just eating wings, and normally people don't die from that, but...
I was dying. My taste buds are pretty weak.
That is one thing I don't like about hot food, is it makes it harder to taste other food.
Yeah, well, not just that. It's that if it gets painful, it's not tasting anymore.
I hate it when people add salt and pepper to my food.
Fuck? What? No, you added salt. Okay.
Pick one. I mean, seriously, guys.
One or the other.
What are you showing off for the queen? And just fucking dinner, all right, Mom?
Go to my fucking room.
Have you ever put pepper on your fries?
No,
On your normal fries.
never.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm sure that I've eaten fries with pepper on them at some point in my life, but I've never actively put pepper on my fries.
Damn right. Well, you put salt.
Yeah, hell yeah, I put salt
Goddamn
on my
right.
fries.
We found the superior seasoning.
Yeah, well, obviously salt is the superior. I mean, it has a whole fucking road named after it. You know.
It has a whole lake.
Oh, it does.
City.
Lake City.
No, it's got a lake.
There's
I
a
think-
whole lake
I think
city.
the road is dissolved at this point.
How many lake cities do you know other than the salt one?
Wait, so
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Skufca, so you're a
Like
Potsdam.
geography.
You're a Potsdam guy.
Yeah.
So, do they put dirt or salt on our roads? I've heard both.
You should know
I
this.
think it's sand.
Sand, yeah, dirt.
It's like I think it's probably sand. And
Are you
salt.
100% sure?
Sand and
No,
salt?
no, I have no idea. I know. I mean, it looks like sand, and when I touch it with like
eat it.
my body,
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten it yet.
Kind of salty.
Why
Well,
not?
I don't know. I've had dirt before in my mouth, and it wasn't good, so I just didn't want to risk it this time. Because I mean, chances.
But what
are-
if it was
chances
salt?
Are, I mean, well, then it's just
Would you
dirt
add?
and salt, and then
Would you put fries on it?
I put a little bit of that on two fries.
No,
I
no,
tried
no.
one fry.
So you're
but
saying
I don't know, I
no?
don't
You
think
got to
I can
dump
do
your
that.
fries directly onto the road here in Potsdam. It's a tradition. Hashtag street fries.
Look it up.
Nice, actually, I do that.
Look that shit up, Jimmy.
So like, am I allowed to just eat the fries on top, or do I have to like really get them?
You got to really get it in there.
Well, it depends. Do you dip? Are you a double dipper? Or do you dip your whole nugget into the McDonald's nugget sauce, or do you just like a little bit in there?
I think nuggets I usually eat in one bite,
Yeah, so one.
but if
big
the
dip.
fries are really long and
Mm.
you can't get a good ketchup to fry ratio,
Uh-huh.
you got to go for a second dip. And
Uh-huh.
if I'm sharing and I'm like trying to be courteous, I'll use the other end of the fry.
No, you
But
got
if-
to assert your dominance.
Usually I don't give a fuck, you know. Just,
Assert your dominance. Be like, I'm double dipping.
just make direct eye contact as you,
Yeah.
and just and don't even just dip it, just like swirl it.
I don't give a fuck.
Just, like, eyes just glazed over.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess.
it is.
I agree.
Cheers.
So,
I can hear you
first
swallow.
first order of business.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Exotic pets.
Oh yeah, remember.
Oh yeah.
You wanted to talk about exotic pets?
Yeah, I did want to talk about exotic pets. I think it would be
Like, is it an exotic pet?
no.
or
Well,
exotic
it could be.
pet.
I mean, realistically, I did have one idea in my head, but you know, it doesn't.
Lay it on me.
It doesn't matter what.
Lay it on me.
Where we
Like a
go.
pet.
Yeah, like you could pet someone exotically. I
Yeah.
feel that that's just sex. You know, it's just hand stuff.
That's just hand stuff.
That's
hand
just
stuff
that's
is
an
not.
exotic pet. Just when you do hand stuff.
Okay.
So, but I don't know. I was.
Well,
thinking it'd be
what
cool, like-
exotic pet would you get? We'll go around the room.
Well, like the thing is, you can't just pick a pet and be like, that would be a cool
That's
pet.
my-
You know, you gotta
gotta think
factor
about it.
in maintenance. You got like you can't get like I can't get an elephant. You know, it's gonna cost so much to feed an elephant. I'm gonna have to store it somewhere.
You
You
don't
need
have
a
to
very
feed it.
large container for it.
Yeah,
or just like an exhibit.
Can you vacuum seal them and freeze them? And
They're
when you're-
poop.
Save 'em
you're
for
not
later?
using 'em? Yeah, just like. All right, because you don't want an elephant all the time.
Yeah, you
at
just want a
some
baby
point,
elephant.
like you need to go grocery shopping. You need to go like kids concert, whatever. You can't just bring an elephant there.
Well, you could probably chill out for a little bit in your house or in your
They're
yard.
probably pretty independent.
Do you
Animals.
think
Yeah.
you could bring it
Wait, does
to
anyone?
a concert?
I
You know what?
wouldn't be mad as a
you-
concert goer
well,
if
you-
someone had their elephant.
You could
there.
sit on it and you wouldn't have to like worry about a crowd.
No, you
or
could.
like
Well, you might have to worry about your elephant killing someone.
you just be like, hey,
And then-
don't kill people, and then
The
Yeah,
elephant
I
would
was
be like,
thinking
all
that.
right.
They do speak English, so.
Yes, I heard.
perfect English.
Perfect English. I heard elephants are really nice though, from people that go see elephants.
I read a thing on the internet, so it probably has no truth behind it, but it was basically saying that they monitored an elephant's brain as it was interacting with humans,
yeah, yeah.
and so like brains are kind of the same across most species. So they were saying a similar part in the brain activated in humans' brains when they're playing with dogs or cats when they think shit is cute.
Oh, yeah, I saw those.
Elephants have the same part of the brain that
They think
activates
we're
when they play
cute.
with humans.
Yeah,
So,
they think we're cute.
Thank
I
you.
mean, there's not a
elephants.
lot of elephant deaths. Is that
What
what, you
about,
call
like-
it? Well, I guess there's a lot of dead elephants.
You think
but
if,
they
like-
don't kill a lot of people?
Yeah, they don't kill a lot of people unless they're pissed.
Yeah,
Unless
I mean
they're
they could
getting
really fuck
hungry.
us up. I would not want to battle an elephant.
No, exactly. I wouldn't
No,
want to
man.
hunt an elephant.
People used to bring those into war. They're like, cool, you got horses. Like
Somebody-
we have a
Yeah,
bunch of
and they're
elephants.
young.
Somebody in
now.
Asia, I think it was the Indians that used to do it.
Yeah, I
I,
don't know.
I remember that because I used to play a lot of Civilization as
Yeah.
a kid, and you could fight with war elephants if you were the Indians.
Like that's totally badass. If you're on an elephant, no one's fucking with you. I mean, like,
Exactly.
maybe you
True.
get hit with an arrow, but I think I remember hearing a story of someone trying to like expand an empire. So they were bringing a bunch of elephants like over the Alps, and they
Oh,
just
what?
all died.
Alps? Like,
Like,
Good job,
like
person.
European Alps?
yeah.
What?
So they were like they were starting where elephants are from, and then they were trying to get to like Europe
What
or
fucking...
the other side of the Alps. I don't really know where that is. Again, geography not a strong suit. But yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
elephants just died. So there's probably like a bunch of dead elephant.
But they're
skeletons.
frozen. 'cause
Yeah.
They were in the
Well,
Alps.
that makes they probably thought,
Holy shit!
Wait.
Do you think you can eat that?
yeah.
I would totally eat that.
All right. So
I
if
would
you're
eat
hiking
that.
in the Alps and you're starving to death, you
Find
know,
an elephant. Problem
all
solved.
hope is not lost.
Facts.
Just start digging
Start digging.
Holy shit.
How do you find an elephant?
very
You
carefully.
look for a
You
pound.
look it up online.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist definitely has elephant. I'd go do it. Would you buy an elephant off Craigslist?
Mm-mm.
Only
Like,
if
what
it
do
didn't
you-
have
only to
any
say-
rust on it.
If you like bought an elephant off of a sketchy Craigslist seller, what would the defects be?
Defining.
Like they have a really short trunk, or like
Some minimal trunk damage.
yeah.
Um,
Their skin is just too silky. I guess that'd be a plus. I would want a smooth elephant. I don't know. Would you want a smooth or like a normal wrinkly elephant?
well, that depends on the person.
I've actually ridden on an elephant before.
Yeah.
What? the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was at a county fair sometime, and I was fucking really little.
It was your mom.
Got him. That was it.
I fucking nailed it. I
you
fucking
should.
nailed it. You're welcome. Nailed it.
Well,
How was it? Was it a good experience?
it was all right. It was like
Where?
it was like hooked up to a pole, so it couldn't really move anywhere other than the circle
Wow.
that I was in.
That is so.
So it was just going in a circle.
It's like in a rut up to its eyes, and it's just like,
Yep, the same
You
circle a
don't-
million times.
You don't even climb up onto the elephant. You just like walk parallel.
Basically.
Just get on it.
Damn, dude, that elephant could probably take down that pole so goddamn fast.
Just like
Be like, fuck this, I'm out. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
I think I remember.
Well,
I have all these estranged elephant facts that I've seen from the internet, but like
Oh, yeah.
it was something like they took an elephant and put a leash on it and attached the leash to a stick and then just jammed the stick in the ground, and obviously the elephant can fucking move and displace the stick, but it wouldn't. Like it would just chill.
Because elephants don't give a fuck.
I think they don't. I think they just want to relax. I mean, like if I were an elephant, I'd be like, all right, I'm taking this stick with me. Now I have a
This is
rope.
my
Now I
stick.
have a string and a stick, and I'm an elephant. Like I got a lot going on. So I wouldn't get
Whoa.
caught. I would by that trap. I wouldn't do it.
Planet
Yeah,
of the
they're-
Elephants.
They're like really smart too. You know, you'd think you'd be able to be like, oh, well, let me just put my trunk on this.
Nope.
No, they don't.
Well,
Just like, give me fucking peanuts and shut up.
well, you know what?
You said that, and in my head, I was like, no, aren't elephants afraid of peanuts? But that's the other stereotype. It's my-
Stereotyping. Are you stereotyping elephants?
I am right now, actually. They deserve it too.
Oh, okay.
bastards.
What? What did an elephant ever do to you? Oh God,
I
never
don't
mind.
want to talk about it.
Word. Scott, can you put your mic
Is it lower? Sorry.
a little closer?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
No. Yes, I can hear you.
You guys hear me now?
That's a lot better.
All right, Adam. What kind of exotic animal would you own?
Well, Nate.
You see.
Actually, I would get a. Well, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of exotic animal is a tiger. I would get a tiger.
Tiger would be pretty
100%. I think it's because I've seen The Hangover too many times, but like
It's a good
Fuck
reason, though.
They
mean,
love
it's a
pepper and they hate cinnamon. Heads up.
what?
That's from The Hangover.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were referencing the salt and pepper from earlier.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
But then you brought in a third spice, and I got scared.
cinnamon.
What?
But yeah, a tiger, definitely would get a tiger. Don't ask why.
See, I mostly brought this up because I want to shoot down everyone else's idea. And a tiger is a bad idea because they'll totally fucking kill you. Tiger.
Debatable. So can a dog.
Okay. Granted, I've seen tigers that are like chill and they're like, "Oh, cool. Like you used to raise me and you give me food. You're
But now
awesome."
you are food.
So maybe I take it back. You just gotta give it. You can't just have. Like,
Did you see Did you see the story about the woman who jumped into a jaguar enclosure to get a selfie and
that
she
re-
got fucking attacked by a jaguar?
She's
yep.
like a news reporter too, wasn't she?
Was she?
I thought she just wanted a selfie.
Jamie,
look
look that shit up.
Jaguar.
I'm pretty sure they were just like, normally when animals kill, like, zoo animals kill a person, they're like, okay, well now we got to kill the animal for vengeance and peace and equality.
Nope, they didn't
But
kill
yeah,
this
they're
one.
just like, nah, we're not gonna do
After
that.
Harambe, bruh.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
that's a whole PR mess you don't want to deal with.
A whole lot of memes
Hey,
you don't
any
want to
PR
see.
is good PR.
Yeah, so it says on from CNN, she said she
Grounds
feels
come-
horrible about the bad publicity the zoo is getting regarding to the incident.
Because she's stupid.
Witness describes the horrifying attack. How horrifying was it? Come on, it's just a jaguar.
Well, she
I'm
lived.
just kidding.
It's just a jaguar.
Yeah, it's not
I
that
feel like if
horrifying.
you survive a jaguar, if a jaguar wants you dead, it's gonna kill you. So it's not like this jaguar was real. How do you say jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. If this jaguar really wanted to kill her, he would have done it. So he was probably just like, this bitch. This is where I live, and you're just
The
like,
fuck
I don't-
out of my
I don't
crib,
even-
yo.
Like, he's probably just mad he can't use phones.
So this is what-
his furry paws can't touch the screen.
This is what I'm gonna do it in the employee voice. She's doing okay, but her arm is like bad. The employee told the dispatcher. The
Her arm
employee
is,
also
like,
said
so
that Miss
bad.
Arm-
Is that a direct quote? Or did
Yeah,
you-
direct quote. She's in pain, like really bad pain. No.
You know, this dude just smoked a joint, and they were like, "Hey, do you have anything
Hey,
to
do you
say?"
want to
And
do an
he's like-
interview? And he's like, no.
He's like, yeah, I know she got hurt, but
Like-
it's not a huge deal. It's cool.
I mean, it was like bad.
It's
I
just a
guess.
jaguar. Jaguar.
Just a joke.
It doesn't say that she said she was standing behind the woman, but didn't want to pull her off.
Nice.
I could see the claws in her actual flesh. A guy that was watching with his family, and someone came running in the corner yelling help. All right. So it doesn't say she like went in or something. She just was at the fence taking a selfie with it.
And it just
Got
jumped
really close to the fence, maybe. I can't even read right now, so I don't even know how to read in general.
up.
So
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
yeah. Fuck. I gotta retire.
Why read when you can just watch a YouTube video? you
Yeah,
know?
right? That's what I was
Exactly.
saying. Learned how to interpolate with a YouTube video.
Wait, yeah, that's cool. YouTube's great, actually. Like, I feel bad for people who went through college without the internet.
Oh my god, right?
How did they do anything?
Like
ever?
engineering.
They had to go to the actual library and look at a book.
Dude, again,
Still-
sorry, no, who uses the fucking books in the library?
We have a library right now. We don't. But
We don't have a library right now, but like there's
We used to.
there's like thousands of books in there, and or just like you would die of dust inhalation upon opening any of them.
Yep.
Like
Indeed.
Just get rid of them. Put fucking desks in there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But I guess that's what they're working on with the whole remodel. They've been remodeling the library for
20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 20 goddamn years. Been in college for 20 years.
All right.
Nice, me too.
So, if I were to buy an exotic pet, I think it would be a Komodo dragon.
Oh, that's normal.
they are pretty cool.
That's
They are
not
pretty cool.
exotic.
They're gross.
Wait, hold up. The
They're
big
pretty
ones?
gross though. Like
Mm.
no,
Bearded dragon?
they're like twice as long.
No, like a
Okay.
Komodo dragon. They're like
Komodo
the size of like a tiny alligator.
Oh, that one. Yep. Okay.
What's
Yeah,
what's the length on those bad boys?
Oh, look it
You
up.
got like a 6-7 footer.
I'd say so.
Is that a Wilt Chamberlain?
It's a Komodo.
8?
8.5.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
Oh my
That's a big
god.
boy.
How much do they weigh? How much? Can you?
Probably like
200
500 pounds.
pounds.
Give me the weight. Okay,
200?
200 pounds. I'll
170
take,
to
I'll take on a
100.
Komodo, dude.
Yeah, a little pussy.
Bring it on.
He's on 4 legs. What a pussy.
Well, I think if we just battle for a little bit, we'll have mutual respect and we'll be bros.
And you will say, Domo arigato, Mr. Komodo.
That's actually exactly what I'll say. I might actually say that. I'd probably say it after. Saying it before wouldn't make sense.
I would challenge him.
You challenge a Komodo
See,
dragon?
If it was my pet, I would just like try and
Wait.
like staple wings to it and
Ooh.
like try to get it to fly.
Well, you might as well. So if you take a branch off of like a pear tree, you can graft
pear
it.
tree, huh?
You can graft it to an apple tree. So maybe you could get the wings of. You probably have to get a couple sets of condor wings, and then you can just slap those
Okay.
bad boys
Okay.
on.
Science.
Yeah,
I hear
science.
you.
I'm pretty sure you just glue it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Well,
cool. We got a lot
I'd
of glues
probably-
nowadays.
I would probably just go insane watching How to Train Your Dragon. It'd be like, they can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't you?
Oh, I can't. You. Yo, actually, isn't Komodo dragon? Isn't it like?
Do me too.
Have you ever
Can't
seen the
finish it.
2000
Can't
version
finish it.
of like, Godzilla?
No.
Remember that old what,
With
you
Jack
never-
Black.
No, like it's.
I'm
I'm pretty
that's-
sure
that's
Jack
King
Black
Kong.
is in it. Oh,
It's King
yeah.
Kong.
Whoops.
All right, Godzilla 2000.
Yeah, no, you're right. Jack Black wasn't in King Kong.
2000. I think it's like 2000. No, that's way too old. 14 maybe? No, it can't be 14. Oh no, this is a really new one. 2006 maybe.
Bryan Cranston was in this one, right?
206. I don't know who.
I'm pretty sure Bryan Cranston was in it.
1998. That's the
I
new
had
one.
so much trouble watching
1998.
Breaking Bad because
What?
I would always
What the?
I would always picture him as Hal from Malcolm in the
Oh,
Middle.
true.
I just couldn't escape
Oh.
that. I mean, it got better by like the second season, but that was a whole, like 8
See,
episodes. Of,
That was
of
the
just,
opposite
like-
for me. See, like I watched Breaking Bad, and I knew Bryan Cranston as Walter White, but then I tried watching Malcolm in the
And
Middle.
it's just not
and
the
I
same.
was just like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, the characters are a lot different.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
it's kind of
Well,
like the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a whole generation change right there. Because like we talked about in our first podcast about how celebrities are like famous for like one show, and then they're in other things, and you're like, what the fuck? I never watched Malcolm in the Middle.
See, it was on TV.
I don't
when
watch-
I grew up.
I watched TV when like I don't know when Yu-Gi-Oh and
Come on,
all that kind of stuff.
lay it on me. It's
You wanted me to
it's
go
3
Disney,
p.m.
Nickelodeon?
It's 3 p.m. You just got home from school. You
okay.
You got a little cup full of goldfish. You sat down in front of the TV. You're ready
Recess.
to go. What's recess?
Recess.
Yeah, I watched that.
It's Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
You want to go on Cartoon Network? Ed, and Eddie.
No, not Cartoon Network.
Grim
No,
Adventures
just
of
kidding.
Billy and
No,
Mandy.
Yeah, that's a good show. I'm trying to watch. How old are you guys?
Like
Going on 23.
Going on
you're,
10.
You're 23. I'm 24.
I'm 12 almost.
You're 12. Old
Count.
enough.
No.
Can you not say that? Redact that.
You could always redact anything you
It's
say on
redacted.
here.
It's redacted.
It's like whatever.
Are there? What is it? A
So yeah,
stenographer? That's the
Stenog-
person who types
Stenographer. yeah.
shit in the courtroom.
So we go. Remember we said it last time. One take. You know the rules. So we don't edit our videos. So I'm 22.
Our videos.
Nice.
Yeah. So Godzilla. We'll go back to the thing.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it full circle.
1998 Godzilla. Remember this?
Let me wheel over to you.
It was like it's a great fucking movie with is it this one?
Bryan Cranston,
Remember?
isn't he?
No, that was 2014, bro. That's this one.
Oh, you're
This
saying,
was-
talking
this
like
was
earlier.
Yeah, this is
way
like
earlier.
when I was
I
growing
never
up.
watched. I've only seen like maybe 2 different Godzilla movies, and there's been probably 12.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Godzilla.
So good.
It's a good one.
See,
1998.
the problem when you go back
Oh.
to 98 is anything with special effects kind of just sucks you out of it, you know? Like
to
when
be
you-
honest,
when-
when you're like a year old, because I
Yeah.
was born a year
Well,
late.
yeah, no, like it doesn't matter when you're watching it at that point in time. But
Bro.
if I were to go back and watch, you know,
All that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
it sucks you
But
out
when
a
you're
bit.
watching it the first time,
Yeah,
when you
it's
were
not-
like 10, 12, 18,
And honestly,
you're
like,
not 18.
I don't know, get a little drunk, you won't care.
Well, when
You'll
you're
be like,
12.
oh fuck yeah.
What?
You guys didn't get, your parents didn't let you?
Drink at 12?
Yeah, just like a little bit, you know, like a half a bottle or something.
Nice. I don't think the people heard
definitely
that.
picked
No
up.
way.
I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it.
ASMR Bart. No, this is a good. I haven't watched it since I saw it, which was when I was in like 6th grade, maybe before that.
Nice.
And yeah,
Keep
so
talking about it.
it was a good movie. And the Komodo dragon was in the beginning. It showed a Komodo dragon, and then it showed a nuke, and that's how Godzilla was formed.
Oh, it was
Yep.
Really?
So we were talking.
radiation and an actual dragon.
Yep, that's what the
In
I think
Komodo form.
1998 said that a giant during a nuclear test the French government inadvertently mutates a lizard nest. Komodo
Like a whole
dragon.
nest of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's-
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The rest of them died off, and just one survived.
No.
Well,
one just
radiation is
got more
pretty deadly.
radiated.
One got the perfect amount right in the slot.
Yeah. And remember in this movie, I don't know if you've seen it. Fucking
No,
assholes.
I haven't seen it.
So, basically, there's like little
I'm
Godzillas. It's
assuming
like
that I saw
raptors. They're little. They're velociraptors, and they come out, and it's like, what the fuck? And I actually
that was
forgot.
really nice. Actually, thank you.
Thank you.
So, an expert on the effects of radiation on animals is sent to the U.S. government to study the beast. So they call it Godzilla. Godzilla lays a nest of 200 eggs in New York
Nice.
City, and basically all of them hatch, and they're like, "Fuck yeah!"
Really? So it's
Komodo
like a bunch
dragons
of little
lay eggs,
baby Godzillas that just like infest the city.
Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So, do they just like gun them down or what?
Oh yeah, eventually they just nuke the city. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know, to be honest.
City of New York.
Or just goes home because
Like-
yeah, I don't know.
If you're not Godzilla, get out. We're gonna blow all this shit up.
Yeah,
That's a good plan.
yeah.
That
But even
probably-
if you nuke Godzilla, wouldn't that make it more radiated or something?
I don't know. I feel like if you just you get enough nukes, you know, like there's no coming back. There's no benefits to gain from it. You know, like of all the like human casualties from nuclear warfare, there haven't been any superhumans that came out of
Yeah,
that.
it kind of
you know?
sucks.
They weren't just like, sweet, thanks, now I'm stronger.
They
They were
go-
like, oh,
Sweet, thanks. I got 4
my
eyes.
whole family's dead.
That too.
Yeah.
So, more of the story: don't fucking nuke my exotic pet.
And don't get a
nuke
yeah.
your pet.
Okay.
Don't nuke,
Don't
your
nuke my
pets.
house.
This is a
Don't nuke my
PSA.
house.
God damn it!
God damn it, assholes! You keep fucking nuking my house. Cut the shit.
How do you guys feel about
Mm-hmm.
I get a two-part question.
Fuck yeah, I love these. Except on
Pooping in someone else's house and having someone poop in your house. Is it weird to you guys if someone like if you have someone over and they poop in your house?
It depends what kind of poop.
Yeah, I mean, but like
100%.
as a pooper, you don't necessarily know what kind of poop is going to be going in, you know. And if you're really pooping at a friend's house, you're at the line.
Do you
Yeah.
you though, as a professional pooper, Nate?
Sorry, let's
Do you-
bring it. I don't know why I'm talking to Adam.
My poops are like, wait, yeah.
Yeah, consistency
Can you
across the
tell,
board.
Nate? Can you tell what kind of poop you're gonna have before you poop it?
On occasion.
Right?
Sometimes you have a gut feeling.
Wow, I am slapping my knee.
I actually wrote that before, guys. This is all planned.
Are we read the script?
I'm actually starting my own podcast. It's all poop jokes.
All about pooping.
All right, so I can tell what kind of poop it's gonna be before
Yeah.
it comes.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can tell. For me,
If you hold it in, it's most likely gonna be liquidy.
yeah. No, thank you.
Whatever.
All right. No, that's okay. You can.
All right,
If you
Nate,
like, if that's how you feel about your liquidy poops, that's fine. It's fine with me.
I
I mean,
hate
who am I to say?
all right. So Nate, answer the 2 questions. Come on, get focused.
I don't really care either way.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
You know, if
I
nature
get
calls.
nervous. I get nervous pooping in someone else's house.
You just turn
Why?
the fan on.
Well, so I mean, I'm
You
really
just start yelling. Ah!
I'm like referencing back to like my younger days when I went to my friend's house and they lived at like, you know, when I was in like high school and middle school, like their whole family's there. If I destroy this bathroom, they're gonna know. Like they're gonna know that this kid who fucking Sean let over just blew up the bathroom, and now it smells like poop for 15
All right,
minutes.
define fucked up that bathroom.
Well, if it smells like to the point where someone walks in and goes, oh,
God, I hate the kid.
rethinks the
Somebody goes-
whole bathroom thing for themselves. You know, just goes, okay, maybe like I'll just wait on this. You know,
I'll
even
just
if
go
Every
outside.
time
for me,
they-
if that happens to one person in the family, that's like not worth it. It's not worth it for me to poop in that. I once went with my friend and his parents.
You
They have
pooped?
the camp. They have a camp in the Catskills. So his dad like fucking likes hunting turkeys, and he was like, "Hey, you kids are, I don't know,
You guys poop?
You guys are kids. Like, you want to come camp with us?" And we're like, "Sure, yeah." Like, I don't know. I was like older in high school, so I was like, "Sweet, we'll pop a tent, smoke a bunch of weed, good time." I mean, drink beer. And, so we were there for like a 3-day weekend, and we get there and it's just like I don't know, their camp is, you know, it's a hunting camp, so it's got like a living room, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a bedroom, and that's it. And we like it was small to the point where we like me and my friend were camping outside, and I did not want to poop in their bathroom.
Come on.
I was so afraid of this. I was like, I can't poop here. Like I'll just, and I held it for 3 days.
Wow.
I held it for 3 days.
How?
I honestly, I've never held my poop for that long. That was a PR for me, and I'm really proud of it, actually.
What?
Um,
Is that why you're so tall?
I think it is because I soaked in all the nutrients.
Yes, protein.
You know,
I get
I
it
got
now.
all the-
Vitamin
God damn it, I poop
B12.
too much.
but yeah, it was rough. I mean, it really wasn't bad the first 2 days. It was the third day that was like, you know, because I usually only poop like once a day. So if I skip a day, it's not terrible.
You don't grow.
It's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
2 days was like, that was my limit, and day 3 was rough, especially since it was like a 3-4 hour car trip that I'm just sitting in the position that you sit on a toilet.
Oh my God.
Just being like,
Gas
2
station?
more hours. it's
Everything
gonna
is
be
great
alright.
right now.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, the poop that I pooped afterwards was really satisfying. It was just dense and clean. Probably wiped maybe once. Just
Wow.
like a good time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Was it?
You heard it here, folks.
you heard it here. Heard it first.
Write that down. Write that down. Skufca poops.
Do you want
Girls
the date?
don't.
I could look at the date. I find it.
Girls don't poop.
Did you ever read that book when you were a little kid called Everybody Poops?
No.
Yeah, my grandma bought me that book when I was 5, and my mom was like, so it was my grandma on my dad's side. She bought me that book, and she's a little bit crass. Like this, my grandma fucking, she just like has a gambling addiction and just eats sugar all the time. And she's
Pure
like
sugar?
She's in decent health. You know, she's
Like she
like in
just
her
takes
80s.
a bag of sugar and just goes.
No, she just eats like shit. She's not even fat, so I don't understand how she does that. But she just gambles all the time. She's and tells really dirty jokes. And she's like it's an 80-year-old woman telling me like sex jokes, and I'm like, okay, like this is weird because you're my grandma, but like okay,
Ah, that's
you know,
funny.
respect the joke at some point. But she bought me this book. Everybody poops, and I mean, if the listeners. All those listeners out there, if they don't know, it's just a book that goes through and just says, "Here's a deer.
It's
This
pooping."
is what deer poop looks like," and it goes
What?
through like a bunch of different animals. Yeah, and
Really?
it just
So
look
is
it
this
up.
the one?
Look at, yeah, that's the
one?
book.
I looked it
And,
up
and
already.
it basically it's trying to just talk to kids about poop being a normal thing, and it's okay to like be comfortable with poop coming out of your body.
Hey, it was
Like,
published in English on
just
my
like,
birthday.
hey. Really?
Dude,
Wait,
congratulations.
when's your birthday?
March 1st. So, yeah, it was in
So you, like-
1977.
You like just had a birthday.
Yeah, this is my birthday. It's 5 years before my birthday, but it's still. So,
Nice.
I share a birthday with Justin Bieber.
Wait,
Shout out
really?
to J Beebs.
Dude,
So
I'd
I
put
don't-
that on your Tinder account if I were you.
I don't have a Tinder.
Oh.
So January
Yeah.
17th, 1977 is when this fucking Everyone Poops in Japan? It's Japanese.
Really?
Yeah,
No
it was in
way.
Japanese till it was published in English.
My life is a lie.
Everybody
Wait,
Poops
isn't
is in
poop,
Japanese.
isn't poop different in other countries? Doesn't it? Don't
Don't
No, but I know that
don't other people poop different poops?
do you
Does
know what
Italian poop
How'd
come
they
in at
know-
like
how
an
did they
angle,
know
like in
how-
a slant?
Why
If
would
they're
they-
from Japan, how did they know what my poop looks like? Because they drew it really well.
Well, it was 1977, not 1800s.
Oh.
But Everyone Poops by Tara Gomi. There's a picture of an apple and a horse's butt. And
Yep, that's the book.
Angry.
Yeah, it's a lot of butts. Honestly, it's not a
Really?
bad book. My mom got really mad that my grandma bought me this book. She just thought like.
I used to read that book while I pooped when I was a little kid.
Really? Did it help? Did it help you poop?
I was like, oh, this is what this is.
I always wonder how.
People poop.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, I assume there's like a general so. Most girls that I've ever talked to about this subject, it
Girls
was just
don't
like
poop.
really hard to talk to girls about this because girls don't want to talk about poop because it's gross.
They don't poop.
They
But-
don't poop.
But when girls poop, they
Did
like.
you just
they
say
go,
that girls poop?
They go in and they poop like one poop, like
All right,
one
goodbye.
one
I'm leaving.
piece of poop comes
You
out,
said that girls
and
poop.
then they call it a day. And
You gotta go.
I don't know. I'm usually prepared for like a round two. You know.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely,
I'm like,
definitely.
Go in, get the initial poop done.
Yep.
5 minutes. Wait at least 5 minutes. Chances are there's going to be a second poop.
Right.
And if not, then I got a little peace and quiet on the toilet, and I'm not heartbroken about it.
Yep.
P's and Q's. Peace and quiet.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. So you know how hearing water drip makes people want to pee more. You know how like think of
Think of a
waterfalls.
waterfall.
And like people are like like in the movies they're like drip.
Like,
Drip. And
like
then,
if you just listen to the sound of a poop coming out of a butt, it like
what
triggers.
makes you poop? Yeah. Like what's like listen to. Or
Is that the sound your poop makes?
no. And like
Is
would
that
that make
the
someone
sound?
poop want to poop more?
I don't know. Sometimes I
Think about it.
no. Sometimes if I like lift my legs up, that'll help poop come out.
Well, yeah, apparently the correct posture of pooping. Have you ever seen this?
No, but I
Have,
thought
have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No, but I thought about something really funny.
Is
Go
it
ahead.
about pooping?
We've been talking about poop for like a good 20
No, it
minutes.
has
Yeah,
to do with poop.
Wait, it's still about poop?
Adam, you listen to Russ, right?
Oh fuck yeah! Wait, what? Let me guess.
Russ makes music for dudes that moan when they poop.
I moan when I poop, dude.
That's like a demographic?
Yeah.
You hear me, dude? I'm like always like, fuck. Like
I love
when
Russ.
No, fuck you. I fucking love Russ. Shout out to Russ.
I knew a guy named Russ in high school, and
Hmm.
he was a senior when I was a freshman,
Whoa.
and I gave him $10 for weed.
Wow.
I didn't get any weed. Damn it. Strike two.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's like half my stories.
Every day.
I don't have a lot going
It's all
on.
good. We don't give a fuck. It's all good. We don't discriminate.
It's like
we
cool.
don't judge. America. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Enough about
pooping.
poop.
All right,
Um,
next
Fucking
subject.
poop.
Let's talk about football.
Football. Le'Veon Bell. Oh, my Steelers.
Falling apart,
Antonio
buddy.
Brown
Antonio Brown.
possibly going to the Bills, but apparently that was a joke.
He was like, fuck Buffalo.
Well, that's according to,
Him.
sources. From a source. Antonio Brown trade.
We've also got... It's been a fucking nut house.
Oh, right now it's 1 day ago regarding the Brown trade. Oh. Grading the Antonio Brown trade from Steelers to Raiders.
Yeah, he
Who
went to
won?
the Raiders.
He's at the Raiders?
Yeah, he's been
Fuck.
that's been announced.
What?
Which I don't get. I mean, Oakland's probably a lot more fun, but
Fuck.
just kidding, Buffalo, I love you.
Lay off the weed.
Honestly, like Buffalo, I can't live there. I can't live in like most of New York. And it's pretty brutal.
Amen. But Le'Veon Bell is definitely going to the
Jets.
Jets.
But OBJ
is
went to the Browns.
Yep.
Big Dick Nick is gone out of Philly. He's in Jacksonville now.
Jacksonville.
Starting though,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
Dude, he'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
For, you know what I mean? For them. I'm kidding.
I'm still. What's that?
Who's the Jacksonville quarterback before?
Oh,
him?
Blake Bortles, and he sucks. He sucks so bad, and that's why they got rid of him.
Would you
Makes
trust
sense.
anybody with the last name Bortles to just like manage something?
No, I wouldn't.
I feel like it would end in a flood.
I wouldn't trust him
Most
to
times.
manage.
Wait,
my
what's the team from?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Flood, yeah, or an alligator
does it flood
attack.
there? Definitely, at least
I
alligators.
feel like everywhere floods.
Jacksonville, Florida, they get hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
They could flood there.
Mm-hmm.
Very
They have
much
flo-
flood
they have
there.
Weather
But-
there.
I wouldn't trust Blake Bortles to comb my ball hair.
What?
Honestly, of all the things to say, that is a really intimate activity, and I really only trust a small section of people to do that regardless.
But
Like,
it wouldn't be him.
No.
It wouldn't be
It
Blake.
definitely would not be him.
like,
I would see his resume for ball grooming, and I would say, this goes in the garbage.
I would just sneeze on it. I would sneeze like when stuff comes out. I would,
What?
Right
I
onto
would
it.
do that onto the page.
like a napkin.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that not only I don't want to see it, no one else wants to see it because now it has nose on it.
Boogers.
Yeah.
Nose stuff, aka boogers.
Well, it could be snot.
We're men here.
You know?
Or
We're
blood.
snot, too.
Old.
Yeah, I got. You don't know what's in my nose.
Yeah, it's
What?
very dry this time of season. There could be a lot of blood in there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually where I steal
Steelers?
store.
This is where I steal
I
blood.
think I'm having a stroke. I honestly think.
That's where I store my shit.
No, that's where I store my What's hemoglobin? What is that?
don't know.
Hemoglobin?
Hemoglobin. Can you Google that for
I'm a
me?
bio major.
I heard it in a.
It's a red protein responsible for transporting oxygen in the blood of vertebrates.
So it's like red blood cells.
Kinda. Its molecules comprise 4 subunits, each containing an iron atom. I'm gonna guess it's
So that's
a
just
red protein. I don't fucking know, man. I'm not a bio. I haven't taken a chemical class or
Yeah,
You're in a bioengineering class right now.
yeah, it's biomedical engineering class.
You should
That's pretty
know
cool.
this.
We talk about
my
the body.
my buddy went into that. He wants to design prosthetics.
Really?
Yeah, he's all about it.
Huh.
Yeah, he's actually. Shout out to my boy Mike Chambers.
Shut
He's-
up, Mike.
He's at Duke right now. He's
Oh.
doing his
Yo.
masters, dude. He's killing it. He's killing it.
Duke.
He's a sick dude too.
Oh, is he? What's wrong?
No, he's just like super like sick.
He's so
you know?
sick,
He's
bro.
just, dude, he's like
Word.
like on a scale of like I don't know 1 to 5. He's sick.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 of 5. Fuck, I never heard of that skill.
No, but he's a cool dude. He likes that stuff. He's trying to make
He likes that shit.
limbs for people.
Hey, if he likes it, fuck it.
So at what point? So we're like getting AI into the mix here for like prosthetics. Can you get a replacement head?
They tried. They did actually do a head transplant sometime.
Well, that's
last
just
year.
like taking another human head and gluing it on. You know.
All right, Jamie, look at that shit up. Head transplant.
I'm talking about like give me a robot head.
Are you
But
saying
like-
you want me to cut your head off right now?
Well, let's wait.
Right now?
Let's just wait until they figure
Too late.
that out, figure out how to do it, and then yeah, I'm down. I don't have a lot to live for. I will be the first robot head transplant victim. Because I don't think it's gonna go well.
Dude, it's
I
gonna
think
go
I-
great.
I think I will die, but I mean, I've lived a good life. You know? I'm trying to figure out the chair. It's not
Okay,
working.
okay.
It is a chair.
I know, but like the lever doesn't make the seat go up.
But what if
What?
it did?
Really? Wait, well, pull it.
What do you mean?
Hold
it. You lift it. Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Dude, did you see that?
Mine went lower.
My chair is like spring loaded. Oh no.
Oh, that's the ejection chair. That's for
That's
guests
so-
we don't like.
Good.
I prefer the trap door because then you can fill the pit with animals.
And Skittles.
Oh no, this is like a lock. Okay.
Okay, ready?
I've sat
So
in
I'm about
chairs
to blow your minds, and I also have another topic to talk about with animals in a
What?
trap pit. So, in China, there was a performance of a transplant of a head, The surgery lasted 18 hours and showed that it was possible to sever a head and then reconnect the nerves, spinal cord, and blood vessels. In his view, that was enough to qualify as as the world's first human head transplant. Is he alive though? So I have no idea. This is on RedOrbit.com. The procedure is a continuation of the team's previous work, where they cut off the head of one rat and grafted it onto the body of a different one. They repeated it a lot.
So was this a human head that they
Yeah,
did?
they did a human head.
Okay.
So obviously you start with someone who's like crippled, right? Like they can't move from their neck down and they need a new body. But like, who do you use? Because
Right?
you can't just take a dead person, or can you take a dead person? I imagine you got to take a whole live person and just be like, "Are you ready to die? Or we're gonna put someone's head on your body." Or like, how do you like? How's that work?
Honestly, I don't even know because I can't read. Remember, this is a YouTube video.
There's not enough pictures. See, that's kind of fucked.
I don't know, but yeah. Oh, he had a Russian man. Oh wow. 2 years later, he wants to.
I just don't get
I don't
who.
Oh wait,
whose body was it?
It was a Russian man named Valery Spiridonov, who was suffering from a debilitating
His name's Valerie.
muscular disease.
It's 2019.
Yeah.
It's ma'am.
So back to the next subject of trapped
me.
animals trapped in a pit. What would you use, Skufca? What would you use if you were to have a trapdoor? If you were Dr. Evil, and you had a trapdoor and it went to an animal full of.
I gotta think.
You mean a trapdoor full of
I gotta think about this from like an ethics standpoint. You know, I'm trapping
an animal full of other animals?
Shut the. All right,
whoa! So if they do end up killing whatever animal I have in there, more animals come out from inside of that animal.
No.
So like amoebas.
This is an alien.
Amoebas.
I'm just looking for a trapdoor animal.
See, I think that
Asking for a friend.
I think I'd use alligators
Oh.
because I mean if I put like. I mean, maybe like one bear. I'll give them 2 bears just so they can keep each other company.
Mm-hmm.
But, ooh, you get a whole like bear colony.
Family.
Yeah.
Bear family.
That'd be pretty neat. I'd be terrifying.
I'd be terrified.
I have a bear den under my house. I don't know. I still like the whole thought of alligators because they're creepy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so like it's just like extra scary to be in a dark pit. Like a bear is at least a little fuzzy.
It's like the pet animal thing. Like, no one sees a pet alligator because you don't know. You have no idea if it's going to attack you. If you have a bunch of alligators in a fucking pit and you keep them hungry for a little bit, yeah, it's probably going to get... It's going to eat you no matter what. I feel like if you put snakes, like a lot of movies have, snakes, like, you know, I feel like I could fight a snake.
Talking shit about snakes.
I feel like I could beat the shit out of some snakes.
Dude,
I'd make it a little bit.
I would just
But an
kick-
alligator? 10 of them?
10 alligators?
You're fucked.
Nah.
You're fucked.
You just gotta like
Fucked.
convince them you're cool. You know.
No, you're not the alligator whisperer. Or the alligator hunter.
Maybe alligators they've just never seen love before.
You're not wrong.
And if you show them love, they'll come around.
And they could be a household pet like a dog.
I actually I think it'd be cool to pigs are like smart, apparently, according to the internet. All my sources are from the internet, and I, just as a viewer, don't take any of this information to heart because it's probably half true. But I've heard that pigs are smart and you can train them to do shit, right?
Yeah.
So how cool would it be? People have pet pigs.
Yeah.
Give me a pet pig.
So
I will cycle one in every 3 years.
the only problem with that is that pigs will just eat you and have no question. Like if you're just laying down in a pig pit, they'll just be like, "Hey, a source of food," and then they'll eat you unless you don't move.
I'm only gonna have 3 at a time, and they're only gonna be max 3 years old because I'm going to kill off the oldest one every year and get a new pig, and then eat the pig.
What if they eat
So
you in your sleep?
You get a pet, and then you also get to have meat.
Oh,
I believe that's called farming.
It is, but they'd also be my bro, you know? Like I wouldn't just have a fucking yard full of pigs.
you
So you just
I'd
come
have, like-
home
I'd
hammered
have-
at 3 a.m. He'd be like, "Oh, pig, I love you. You're my best friend."
No, dude, he would meet me at the door and be like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Like, where have you been? It's been in like 27 pig months. Like,
It's been an hour.
yeah, it's only been an hour.
It's been
Dude,
10
yeah.
voyages.
And then, would you kill it at the end, or would you have someone else kill it? Because you're bros with it.
I've thought about that.
You
and
should have the other pigs kill it.
I think the first one would be really hard. I think that I would have I think the first pig is going to be really difficult to get through emotionally, and even physically. You know, to like sit there. I don't know if I'd get like a gun and just shoot it, or if like get a pneumatic pistol or something. But either way, I got to kill this pig. You know, and I
For
think,
food, yeah.
Well, to eat it, to survive.
You know how much?
obviously. I'm not
You know how much bacon it is in one pig?
At least
At least two.
Yeah.
At least two.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Nice.
How did we just say that?
Because it's not one.
It is
definitely not
two.
one.
It is two.
Two bacons. All right, so, go on with the pig.
I don't know. I just think
So
it's.
would you kill it? I mean, it'd be hard the first one, but
well,
then you're like, it's another. Pig.
Yeah. Once you, I think
3 at a
it's like
time.
similar with like murder. You know, like serial killers. They probably have a lot of build up to their first kill. You know, like years and years, decades.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
once they get into it, they just like, oh well, fuck yeah,
Yeah, it's like
on a
anything.
killing spree. I'll kill 2 people at once. No
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'll have that same mental breakthrough when I'm murdering my pets for food. I don't know. Ideally, in a perfect world, that's how it would work. But
Okay.
I think that ultimately I would just be really sad every time. But
eventually,
eventually, I'll just like
why
turn
don't
it
you
into
just have someone else kill it. It would
yeah.
be-
Well, then I gotta pay someone else to kill a pig. You know, like I don't know how much that costs. Like,
I would kill it.
Can
for
you
like
pay
a-
them
a
in
beer.
bacon?
Yeah, actually, that's probably a really good idea. Just pay them in a portion of the meat.
Fuck yeah.
But I feel like they would ask for more every time until.
Yeah, they're like until you have to be like, all right, that's enough. Well, that's when you just get 3 quotes, you know. You get 3 quotes, compare them, be like, hey man, like I don't need you. I don't need you.
All
to kill my
state.
pigs.
Are you in good hands?
We'll kill your pigs.
We'll kill your pigs.
All right. That
All
was
right.
my trapdoor. What about you? Trapdoor.
I
Trapdoor animal. Go.
don't know. I'd feel like
Did I answer? I answered alligators.
Yeah, alligators.
you
I
answered alligators.
I want to change it to pigs.
I want to change it to pigs. I don't know. I feel like I would just.
They eat everything but the teeth.
I wouldn't go like the scary route. I would go the very confusing route and make anyone that falls in my trapdoor fucking go insane. So I would put like 1 million chickadees down there.
Wow,
Yeah.
that would
What?
drive me insane. So
They're
they're
like-
just like constantly trying to escape while just nonstop.
Yeah, they're also going chirp, 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 chirp.
Sound
Is
like
that
bubbles.
what chickadees
It is
sound like?
exactly what they sound like.
No.
Or like, I don't know. What's a very small animal that's
Snails.
non-threatening?
Snails are really
Venus
small.
tri-
Snails.
And non-threatening. Everywhere you go is just slimy. That would drive me insane. A few months of that, I would
eat them. That's like feeding the person. Come on.
Doesn't matter. Like honestly, eating them is keeping them alive longer, and
I would just keep
raising
dumping
the chance
snails
that
in
they go
there, too.
insane. Yeah. Yeah, like open every time you open the slot door, or whatever trap door you have set up. I don't know what
Just
most,
dump-
I don't know what most trap door systems. I've seen where it's hinged
In movies.
on one side and it swings down. But I've also seen the 2 like metal doors
Just
that-
come
that-
apart.
that do they like interlock and then they divide.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Honestly,
I wonder which
what would
one's
you have?
more
I would just
effective in trapping
fuck snails straight.
Definitely.
your home
yo,
intruders.
fuck snails straight slugs, no shells.
Slugs, yeah. No, well, I don't know. I like, dude, because
Yeah, I wouldn't eat one of those.
you wouldn't eat a slug, but you eat a snail.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Aren't they the
It's just-
same thing? I
It's-
mean, granted,
no,
there's like a lot of different
there's an
species of
aesthetic
each,
part
but-
of it. There's an aesthetic part
Yeah,
of it.
definitely. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Like I'm less afraid of snails because they're aesthetically appealing.
Yeah, I'd be like, nice.
They do
Well,
have really cool shells.
I would eventually just keep dumping slugs in there till you're like in a pool of
But
slugs.
then you would never die.
You could drown.
When snails
All
get
right.
rid of their shells, can slugs get in
Oh,
to
shit.
those shells.
Yeah.
What's the
'Cause
difference?
Slugs are snails.
Slugs are
without
snails?
They're like homeless people.
Oh God! So it's like a hermit crab situation.
Basically, yeah.
That's so sad. I would hate being a slug because that's like being an eyeball without any eyelids. You're just like
You're just
constantly
naked.
drying out, no matter what, unless you're in water. And like, how do you live your life that way? That's like, fuck, dude. You know, like
It's like being homeless.
like a slug's life is pretty much just like eat and fuck. You know, and so if you're like, well,
Is
okay,
that not
like,
every animal's life?
We're out of food here.
Thank
Hopefully,
you.
I get to the next food before I dry out. You know, that's terrifying. And
Actually, there's 3 parts of a slug's life: eat, fuck, and moisturize.
moisturized, yeah, dude. Dude, slugs have the best lotion.
Yeah,
what if that's like? I don't
What
know.
if that's the cure to cancer?
Slugs.
Slug slime.
slug slime?
Orange cream.
Orange?
no.
Lime cream. Lime cream.
My bad.
Yeah, lime cream is definitely the cure for cancer.
It cures everything.
I don't know what you're talking about. This slug shit. whatever it
Lime
was.
cream. So the most previous asked question for snails are, can a snail become a slug? They both they both glide. The answer is they both glide along a muscular foot, have tentacles.
They're a muscular
snails
foot
have
long?
A snout. Snails.
I was
God
surprised
damn it.
that they used glide.
What is
as
a muscular
as the
foot?
verb. Because like when glide is like swift, like a bird glides.
But like, what is? How long is a muscular foot, Adam?
Is a snail or slug faster? What?
How long is a muscular foot?
Along on a muscular foot. I think it means like they have a foot that's
No,
pretty
it's a
muscular.
unit of measurement. A muscular foot.
Probably like 2.
it's definitely 2. I think it's 2.
Yeah, at least 2.
It's not 1.
It's definitely not 1. No
So
way it's
exotic
1.
pet snail.
That's boring.
I've had a
That's
hermit
boring.
crab.
That's not exotic. You can get that in
Yeah,
your yard.
shut
You know
the
what?
fuck
Actually,
up,
I can go in
Adam.
my yard and get one of those.
Fuck you, a hermit crab? Oh wait, never mind. A snail? Sorry, I was thinking hermit crab.
I bet you were thinking of hermit crabs.
Yeah, I'm
That's all you ever think about.
Hermit crabs are the saddest fucking things that ever come out of beach vacations.
Right?
Yo.
Just every store that's like a souvenir
tourist
shop
shop,
just has
yeah.
a bucket or like a box with
I got
chicken
one.
wire around it.
I got
hermit
one.
crabs.
It
Yeah, but-
dies in 3 months.
Dude, I had a hermit crab
Well, that's
for
because you
3
didn't get a good
years.
shell for it. You gotta pick out a good ram's helmet. Fucking let it sit in.
Dude, I had a hermit crab for 3 years, but my little brother had 2 different ones, and I always fucking roasted him because
I
one.
thought you roasted them.
No, yeah, the hermit crab. No, but I roasted him because the first one he fucking dropped and it died.
Oh my god, yo, my sister when she was really little, she had to be like 2 or 3. We had like a pet fish, and we let her alone with it for long enough for her to decide to pet it. And she just fucking scooped this thing out of the water and like had it on the ground, and it had died. And she's just like, "What is happening?" And we're just like, "Well, you
You
killed
see,
you killed the fish. It needs to be in the. I mean, I felt bad. I felt she was devastated. You know, she was
Dude.
just like, I just wanted to pet it. Like, it just
Dude.
looked so soft.
What is up with humans and petting? Oh my god,
Exotic
Nate, what the?
petting.
I don't know.
hey, it's just a little vodka. So
Dude,
Oh my
it's
God.
not just humans though, because like dogs love getting pet, and like they try to reciprocate all the time. You know, they're trying to like lick you, and they're
I've
trying
never
to, like,
been pet by a dog. If that's what
Well,
you're
they
trying
don't.
to say.
They don't like. I mean, dude, my dog will like lift his paws up and be like,
Oh, yeah,
it's-
he'll
but
wanna,
that's
like-
just him playing. That's not him trying to like pet me. You know.
Are you
But
sure?
like they lick you on the face and shit, so that's kind of like petting. You know.
Sure.
They don't
Let's
have.
go with that. Let's go with that.
I don't know. I'm sticking with it.
Let's get it. Fuck, I forgot my train of thought. I was just listening to that.
Well-
Like,
We were talking about pit animals.
pet animals.
Well,
snaps.
If we are talking about dogs, I'd just like to take a moment.
Shout out. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I would like to take a moment. R.I.P. Sarge. So, for those of you who don't know, my
I'll splash him out.
shut
God
the fuck up.
damn it.
I'm trying to be serious right now.
Sorry. Jesus Christ, me too.
All right. So,
Serious time.
for those of you who don't know, I have a cousin that attends SUNY Oneonta, and he runs a concert venue out of his basement there. They had a house dog His name is Sarge, who was taken from this world this past week. He was brought into Petco for a routine bath and nail trimming and died during the procedure. And so, fuck you, Petco. A statement was recently released by Petco Corporate that they have very strict procedures that are standard at Petco, but those procedures were not followed at this particular Petco in Oneonta. So, hashtag Justice for Sarge. Fuck you, Petco.
Fuck you, Petco.
Wait, what?
So basically,
We don't know anything other than that. He just died during a routine grooming and bath.
Yeah.
Routine.
Did someone just rage and beat the shit out of this dog? Like,
What's
how
the
does a
cause of
dog
death? Like,
die?
I don't know.
They won't release.
Yeah,
Petco won't
there's
release
video
anything.
footage, and they won't release it to anybody.
Someone drowned this dog in the fucking tub. Like,
Something like
just
that.
don't-
Like, it must have done something. It was grooming too.
Yeah.
No,
So
like how do you fuck this up?
I don't know. You could be like baked as fuck trying to cut its hair and you snip its throat or something.
God, that might have been what happened. God damn it! But it was not even a year old dog.
Yeah, it was 7 months old.
7 months old dog.
There was nothing
Well,
wrong
they
with
got
it.
really thin throat skin when they're that
Probably,
young.
yeah.
So I think I'm going with the scissors.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it didn't drown, but it definitely got cut. But they won't. How'd it die? Like they just
We don't know.
So the owner of the dog doesn't even get a fucking.
Nope. There's a sheriff's investigation happening right now.
At least give them like a Petco membership. So
At
they
least
can-
give
so
him
they
like
can
a
come back.
gift card. No, but seriously, fuck.
Here's
fuck
a
that.
bag of dog food.
Fuck that though.
No, that's pretty brutal. Like I don't know. The biggest part of this story for me is like, I mean, like tell me how the dog died. You know? Like,
I know.
Like let me.
Like, they deserve
what,
that
What
much.
the hell happened? There's got to be someone there who saw
Just
it.
fucked
and
up.
was-
They just fucked
and
up
I totally
super
get Petco trying to like cover their ass.
Mhm.
And, you know, be like, okay, like let's not talk about this at all.
What they said was like
Let's
they're
admit
gonna
it.
they're gonna cover his pet expenses or the vet expenses for the dog that died.
What's a grooming and bath?
I
Like
don't know. They're
50
gonna
bucks?
cover that cost, which I would fucking hope they did. And then
Yeah, right.
And then they said they're going to help find a new pet for my cousin when he's ready.
I
So-
really just want them to give them like a half off coupon, like just call it a day. I mean, if they're gonna go this low and just be like, they killed this person's dog. How does
Yeah.
your dog
Yeah.
die? What human dies at a haircut?
At a physical.
Like,
Or a bath.
yeah,
I own it for a bath, and
Well,
I got
Yeah,
this
I will-
dog.
I will-
This dog like either drowned or was like someone beat the shit out of it. You know.
wow.
Like, what else could happen in a Petco that
Feel
would
like-
kill this dog? Unless I mean, like, brain aneurysms are a thing for humans.
No,
it's
but they
possible.
won't
like
release
no. What
anything.
Super says is they won't. They have video footage of it, but they won't release it.
Exactly. So they've obviously fucked up.
I mean, I can't blame them.
But here's
I
the
get
thi-
what they're doing, but like, at least let the owner see that and be like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, either
But
way,
then they'll
if,
just tell someone.
see if it was an employee that fucked up, why don't they just fire the employee? Show the video. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But like, did the employee not
Well, it-
fuck up? Was it something? I don't even no idea.
Dude,
Honestly,
I don't
have
know
no
either.
idea.
What if it's actually like way bigger than we can possibly think?
Oh my God,
right
they
now?
could-
like
government?
this dog is actually like an alien in disguise, and the Petco groomer figured this out.
Oh
and
my
was like,
God.
I gotta save the planet.
And
I
the-
have to kill this dog.
And the dog fucking
And Petco is trying to cover it up,
has backup.
trying to
And-
save the planet. Thanks, Petco. No,
no,
I'm just kidding.
fuck you.
No,
Petco.
they kill dogs. It's actually super messed up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. No, but
They
I will
don't even
never
know how
go
to bathe
Petco.
dogs.
How to what?
Like a
Bathe
dog.
dogs. Yeah, I
They
could do
can't-
that. Jesus Christ.
They can't give them haircuts.
I could bathe myself. I could probably bathe the dog.
Yeah,
I've
it's pretty.
I've bathed the dog and it sucks. Like it's harder than bathing
Because
myself.
they're pieces of shit.
But that's because I want to get bathed, and dogs are usually just like, I don't know. All the dogs I've ever interacted with, all of my dogs are just like spastic. They're just like super excited about everything, and they just want to jump around and do shit.
I love
I'm
'em.
Just like, dude,
They're awesome.
we're in a confined space right now, and there's water, and you gotta chill. You know, Like,
There's
I'm just-
water and things you could break, you piece of shit. No, I
yeah,
love them.
seriously.
I love dogs. I'm a dog person. Fuck cats. But okay, I want to hear about
I like cats.
this fucking
I like cats.
Amish bus.
Amish
Yeah.
bus.
We talked about the
Oh,
Amish
yeah.
last time, but apparently Scuff
There's another one.
has a story.
I do have a good story about Amish bus.
Bum bum bum.
How long ago was this? This is like 2 summers ago, maybe 3 summers ago. I don't know. I used to date this girl that lived in Vermont, and so I didn't have a car at the time. So she went to school here, but over the summer to see her, I would take this really small, like 20-passenger bus to Plattsburgh, and then take the ferry over. And the bus is just it's only used by Amish people.
Oh.
It's literally it's only used by Amish people. I mean, occasionally there's someone else, like, you know, just some random person. It's like, oh, gotta get to, I don't know where people go in the North.
So you took the ferry. Where is this again?
No. So I would take the bus from Potsdam to Plattsburgh.
Okay,
And then I
okay.
would get on the ferry in Plattsburgh.
Okay,
You know, it's like a little outside of Plattsburgh. But this bus is just all Amish people, and so I'd ridden it a couple times, and I was kind of used to it. So it was, I mean, and it was cool because like Amish people are different and interesting, and I'm like, all right, like, what do you guys do? Like, what's your life about? And I would, I'd talk to them every now and then. Usually they're just kind of trying to do their own thing, but these people would just get picked up randomly along the side of the road and ride on the bus, and then just get dropped off in some town to sell pies and shit or whatever it is Amish people do. But
Whatever they do.
one particular time I got on the bus in Potsdam, and Potsdam is like the first stop. So I get on the bus, and I'm like super tired, and I just go to sleep. And I pass out on this bus for like, I had like 25, 30 minutes. And when I wake up, every other seat is filled with an Amish person.
Other seat?
Every single seat in this bus. Even like I mean, like it's like a school bus, like it's benches and shit.
Okay.
So like there's an Amish person in the bench with me, and it's the summer, so it's smelly because they don't bathe, and Amish people speak Dutch.
Oh, really?
So so none of them are speaking. They speak English and Dutch, but it's a bus
To
full of
each
Amish
other,
people,
probably
so
Dutch.
They're all speaking Dutch.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm coming out of like being asleep, so I'm just really just
Like-
kind of like
Groggy.
yeah, just groggy,
Dazed
like
and
confused a little bit, just like out of my element. And these people are speaking Dutch, and they smell really bad. And I mean, it's just like a mixture of manure and BO and just feet. And for a good 30 seconds, I was just like, where the hell am I? Like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm like in this mini like panic of being like, am I in danger? Like, I was just like legitimately
I got kidnapped.
concerned for my life for a good 30 seconds before I remembered, okay, like maybe it wasn't 30 seconds. I don't know. It's hard to gauge time when you're waking
With
up.
the
now.
Amish.
But with the Amish, yeah, I don't have clocks, so sundials. No, it's a cloudy day, so I don't know.
Let me check my wrist sundial.
But it was just really rough. It was a really rough experience for me. Not like terrible, because like coming out of it, it was okay. Like I understood. It wasn't like it was a terrible thing that happened to me, but in the moment, it was so frightening. It was like when if you guys have ever had like you wake up, you're having a nightmare, and you wake up, and it turns out you're still in a dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jesus Christ.
that's what this was like. Except I wasn't having a nightmare.
It was
I was
real
just
life.
having a regular dream. It was nice. That was a good nap. Wake up, nightmare.
Amish
And I'm
people.
just like, what is happening? Who are these people? And
It
I
wasn't
mean,
like-
eventually I figured out. Oh yeah, I'm on the bus with all the Amish people, and it was fine.
Because you've
But-
taken it before, and you're
but
like,
like
this is normal.
severe panic for a good probably like 20 seconds.
Wow.
But yeah, I recommend taking that bus. Actually, it's like not like there's anything to do in Plattsburgh, but Amish people are actually pretty cool. It's fun to talk to them.
The Amish will fuck you up.
Dude, it's really interesting. Like they're like, I don't know. It's a religion, right? And they
Something like
just
that.
like don't want to use electricity.
Electricity.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like a culture. I
But
think.
they abuse the shit out of loopholes to be able to use like electricity and cars.
I know,
and
like
shit.
buses.
They do.
Like,
Yeah, they
dude,
have-
yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure it changes from sect to sect of Amish people, but basically there's this overruling, just like portion of elders. There's old people that make up all the rules for these groups of people, and they just try to find loopholes to abuse it. And so basically, it's like a lot of them have, if you don't own it, you can use it. So like if you just borrow someone's tractor, you can use a tractor and like plow your field. If you know, you can actually get someone, to come and use their equipment. Like, I mean, since someone else is driving the bus, they're allowed to just ride on the bus.
That's kind of bullshit.
For free?
No, it is.
Like for free?
No, they don't. They pay.
Oh,
to
they
ride the
pay.
bus.
Okay. Where do they get their money?
They sell shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're people who like live lives, like.
I wonder who like the representatives of the Amish are. Like, is there like political like congressmen?
There's gotta
that are,
be
like
or
for the Amish.
There's gotta be because I imagine that someone somewhere is upset that they're just like abusing the system, because they're not paying. They're not paying taxes.
I don't hear anybody bitching though.
Someone's going to like the House of Representatives. I'm fucking sick and tired of these Amish people.
Yo, I don't hear anybody bitching.
Can I get hooked up with one of this booze?
A spooze?
A little.
You want some boobs?
You want, dude?
Boobs?
Well, we're
I'm not against it.
all right. I'm gonna look up
Angus.
Amish Congress.
Anga barga barga barga.
No, but one thing that was really cool when I was riding this bus this one time, it was like there was like a handful of us on it, and just obviously just me and other Amish people.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, I don't know, the radio's playing, and these girls, there's probably like, I don't know, like teenage girls, whatever, like high school age girls, they're singing all the songs, which is really normal to me. Because like I have a younger sister and she sings all
High
the
school
like, pop
songs? Okay, explain one.
No, not high school songs. Like pop songs.
Like
pop songs on the radio. I don't know. It's 3 years ago. I don't know. Like Lady Gaga.
3 years? Oh, that's like
I don't know what was playing on the radio. I didn't really pay attention to it. But they're singing. They're singing like they're singing the lyrics to all the songs. And it took me a while before I realized like, hey, you're Amish.
You should.
Like, how do you know the words of these songs? And they're just like, yeah, we like have a radio. So they just like stash a radio and hide it from people, and at night they listen to it.
That's bullshit.
no way.
They're not honestly.
They're not loud.
They're
or
going.
what?
They're going to Amish hell. Like they're.
Nah, I feel like
Amish people were coming for you. I know you don't listen to this, but apparently you do because you have a radio stashed away.
shit. No, I mean this isn't a radio station, but
Do Amish have Spotify? Do they have Spotify?
I don't know. Do you?
oh,
Should we plug that? By the way, guys, we're on Spotify. I guess if you're listening to us, you know. Tell your friends.
You know,
Tell your mom. Tell
we're
your
not talking
sister.
shit. We're just talking.
Tell your dad too.
Don't tell your dad. Actually, he's kind of pissed.
Yeah, you might kill you.
I don't
or
want to get
us.
into that. I don't
Or
want
me.
to know where I live. I've spent a lot of
Mother
money
of
trying to get
God,
away.
Nate. That is a white Russian.
No.
Yeah, you ever hear of a black Russian?
Yeah, it's chocolate milk.
No, it's literally this.
This. That's it.
Just no milk.
Kahlua and vodka.
Gross.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, you thought vodka and milk was gross.
Can I try that? Can I try that before you put
Just the
milk?
milk?
In it? No. I know what milk tastes like.
Milk.
Had it before.
Right.
Yeah, it's fuck yeah.
Milk.
We're at 1 hour and 12 minutes. Just saying.
Jesus.
Just saying. So
Are we
eventually-
really?
I mean, we could keep going. I know podcasts that go like for 2 hours. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Jesus Christ.
We'll just edit it in post, make it sick.
No, one take. You know the rules.
One take. Everybody knows the rules. How's your White Russian treating you, buddy?
It's fucking lit. I'm
It's
almost
actually
halfway
really
done now.
We're almost halfway done.
Yeah,
I've
use
had
this
less
to-
than 10 White Russians in my entire life. I've never drank.
Well,
They're
here you go.
They're delicious.
They're so good.
They're so good. Honestly, my favorite drink.
Really?
Oh, 100%. That's
They
my
are
favorite
really
drink.
fucking
I mean,
good.
like, I used to, my first drink mixed was a Coke and rum.
What?
Coke and rum.
Coke and rum?
First mixed drink.
My
ever.
first mixed drink was probably like Gatorade and vodka.
Ew,
it
God,
had to be.
Do you count Colt 45 as a mixed drink?
No.
Nah.
Why? That's malt liquor, right?
Yes.
What the fuck? No. I looked up Amish.
Hey, you're going to Zamboni
congressmen.
this.
Nice.
How
Look-
can you be Amish and a congressman? You
I
have to
mean,
get someone else to do
A
everything.
degree or something, right? So Amish.
You
congressmen-
deal with all the
up-
electronical bullshit.
They came up with just an Amish. So
All them doodads.
no, I mean like the Amish. Right? The Amish.
You looked up a person with the last name Amish. You just searched the Amish.
The Amish rap group.
Da Amish.
Can you join the Amish? Is the most frequent.
What's that show? It's a movie. It's called
The Amish.
Sex Drive.
I've never heard of it.
There's a movie called Sex Drive.
Okay, doesn't
And
this sound...
one of the characters
is Amish.
along their journey, it's like 3 dudes who
Oh,
drive in a
yep,
car
I know
to
it.
get one of them laid
Yes.
off of like a internet
Internet
hookup
thing, yep.
site.
Wait,
So-
why do I? Who's in it? Who's in it?
I don't. You know, honestly, it has.
Why do I feel like I know this movie?
You know the character who
Seth
plays
Rogen,
you know the character who plays Dwight's replacement in The Office in like the last season of The Office.
Dwight
So
as
that
a
kid-
replacement?
so he replaces Dwight. Well, he
Yep.
doesn't replace Dwight.
Yeah,
He's still there.
yeah.
So that guy that
Yeah.
we're looking at a picture of now.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
You
One on the
can't,
other
I
side of the
can't.
table.
Um,
Describe him.
basically, so
How
that,
are his cheekbones?
that character, the
Shabby.
guy who plays Dwight's understudy in The Office,
Yep.
is in this movie, and throughout the film, their car breaks down. They go to an Amish farm. For
Yes.
some reason, Seth Green is an Amish person. They know how to fix their car because it's like a joke. I don't know. It's just like they're Amish and they know how to fix cars. Basically, he stays with them and just becomes an Amish person. So I think by marriage,
Yes.
according to this movie, which is all the information
Yep.
that I need, you can become Amish by marrying an Amish person.
This Seth Green. That's fucking
But I
insane.
imagine, I don't know.
You're right. Dude, I watched this so long ago.
Do Amish people?
All right, I gotta pee. Or when are you gonna let me back
See,
in?
I also have to pee. Can we do a break?
I don't know.
Can we do a quick intermission?
If I press stop, do you think if we record
No, we
it can-
tried this. It didn't work.
Oh God,
pause maybe?
We tried that too. It also didn't work.
Adam,
I feel like it's gotta
Adam.
work. Wait,
Adam.
we did work. We did, and it did work.
Adam.
That's right.
It did.
We did
Okay.
it.
All right. We just got done. And what's
It
up?
was really nice.
Great time.
Yeah, no one uses the bathrooms
Anymore.
down here.
Yeah, no one
And
uses
they're
them anymore.
super clean. There's even a shower room with handicap accessible.
Is there a
bars.
bidet?
For bicyclists.
For bicyclists?
What?
Do they bathe themselves or their bikes in there?
What?
That shower is actually there for bicyclists.
Can you?
It's part of the Lead Energy Initiative, but no bicyclist gives a fuck about it.
Oh, I thought they were like a gender, so that like only if you rode a bike, like that was the bathroom you had to use.
I don't get it. Okay, I kind of get it, but
It's there for an energy initiative standpoint, so people are encouraged to ride their bikes here. And then if they take their bike here, they're allowed to shower in that shower.
If they ride ride their bike to school, they're allowed to shower.
In the shower in the basement over there.
What?
That's literally why it's there.
What is appealing about that? Like most homes have a shower.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like,
I get it. Like
you get sweaty on your way here.
So
okay.
yeah, but like, there's nowhere to keep a change of clothes or anything. Like, use the gym, you know.
Get fucked, basically.
No, like you go ride your bike to the gym.
Hey, there's a bench in there.
There is. So if you're crippled and ride your bike to school, then that bathroom is perfect for you because it has handicap accessible bars. And you'll also be able to clean the sweat off of your body
And then go to class and be
And
on
then-
your merry way.
and just like living your life.
Because people in the frozen tundra that is Potsdam, New York, ride their bikes to class every day.
Like your dad.
My dad, yeah, dude, he bought a fat tire bike.
I love those bikes.
This thing's
It's like a 4-inch fucking wide bike.
They
Yeah.
seriously are. They look ridiculous. And I remember the first time that I saw one, I was
It's like, Dad, you look like an asshole right now.
no, seriously, it kind of does. I mean, and it's cool. Like, I totally get it. Like, I mean, it works in the snow. So, like, if you really want to ride your bike that bad, like, go ahead and do it. Like, I'm
You
not
trying to
gonna-
get
I'm not gonna
sponsored
stop
right now?
you. But like, dude, the guy who owns the bike shop in town is an alumni.
Yep, you're not wrong.
His name's Ted. He's a super chill dude.
TEDx.
He's a super chill dude. He's a bit of an asshole. Like, he likes to just kind of talk shit to people, which is entertaining because if you know that he's joking. But where was I going with this? Oh no,
Cats.
the first time that I saw one of those wide wheeled bikes, like it was on. He was like working on it. He was in his shop and he was repairing it, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, I've never seen that. basically said, yeah, like this dude rides this bike all the time because he's just had so many DUIs. Like he can't have a car, so he's just like, all right, I might as well drop all my money on a bike.
Well, it's still a DUI though on a bike, right?
Yeah, but like you're a lot less likely to get pulled over, I think. I mean, like, what cop is gonna? I've been pulled over once.
That is what it's called, though, a BUI.
A BUI?
Yeah, if you're hammered and you're driving a bike, and most cops really don't give a fuck about
they
it.
Call
but
it
like
biking while
biking under the influence. But if like most people don't give a fuck
God.
because you're not really doing anything. But if you cause problems, like if you fucking like hit
in the middle of the road.
yeah, if you're in the middle of the road or you hit another car, they will like arrest you for it.
Dude, one time I was I mean, in Potsdam, I live in town, so it's faster for me to ride my bike most places. So like when it's warm, I'll ride my bike everywhere. And over the summer, if I go and drink somewhere, like I'll ride my bike there, and then I'll just ride my bike home because it's really it's not like a mechanically demanding activity.
It's a couple blocks down the road.
It's pretty doable, but
Yeah.
I remember getting like super drunk one time, and I was trying to bike home, and this was again when I lived on Larnard, which again is off of Market Street, like farther up.
Yeah.
And so it's about a mile from TDK to there, and I remember the direction that you take is you go down to Ives and then you go up Market, and so as I went down from TDK to Ives Park, I like ping ponged from curb to curb. Like it was really bad. It was really bad. And I remember getting halfway. I was like meeting someone. I was meeting someone halfway, and I got there and I got off my bike, and I went in and it was at some like apartment or something. Like I went in and like I got them, and they come out and they also had their bike. Like they had ridden their bike there.
Yeah.
And they go to get on their bike, and I'm just like, I can't. I can't do this. Like, it's not going to work. Like, Bay Street's one thing, because there's no cars. You know, if I'm...
Yeah, but Market Street...
Dude, Market Street, yeah, I didn't want to risk it.
So you walked your bike home?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice, so that's a responsible thing to do.
Doing it for the people. Mostly doing it for my own life, because, I mean, I feel like dying from a car accident is pretty terrible.
Yeah, that would suck. So when I looked up BUI, it actually says boating under the influence.
That is another thing.
That is another thing, too. I feel like a boat's way worse.
Oh, yeah, because it's still a motorized vehicle.
Yeah, but a bike's like a humanized vehicle.
The thing where I think the sentences should be different is, like, if you're drunk and riding a bike,
it's not
you're only going to hurt yourself, you know? Like, like you're not going to...
You're not going to kill somebody in a car.
Yeah, you could definitely kill someone in a boat.
Like, in a boat, yeah. Because in a boat, you at least have... I mean, it could be just you, but chances are there's other people in the boat.
That's
so you're endangering them.
Yeah,
you're endangering anybody that you could potentially collide into.
And dolphins.
Same with a car. If you run into someone with a bike, they're just going to be pissed. They're not going to be dead.
Yeah, but like, oh my god, you idiot! They're actually going to be like, how are you? God damn! If you actually hit them pretty hard, they'll be like, are you okay? God damn!
Yeah, like you're going to be.
Like,
you're going to be.
I can't feel anything, anyways, bro. All right, so. Cats. Cat story.
Yeah, I understand you had a story about cats.
I do have a story about cats. I used to.
Don't wait.
I just realized that I referenced something that we cut out. That's fine though. That's fine though. So I used to live on Larnard Street, which is perpendicular to Market Street.
Okay.
About halfway in between downtown and McDonald's. It's not really important where this is.
Yeah, so okay.
I just used to live there. It was a nice spot. The house is really nice. The people I lived with were cool. But across the street were some not so cool people. They were an older couple, and they had they like catered to feral cats. They were like the neighborhood just had at any time upwards of minimum 5, I guess maximum like 10 cats that just kind of roamed around, and they were all really chill cats. Like they were really cool.
All right.
But none of them had tails. None
of them?
What?
No. None of the cats had tails. And at first I was like, okay, like the first cat I saw, I was like, okay, like birth defect, like this cat just doesn't have a tail.
And then it was hereditary, with their children.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, like me, yeah, obviously. So these are feral cats that breed every season, right? So every year they breed and have kittens, and then after the first year, I realized that these cats have the kittens. They have tails. So the kittens have tails, and then once they got older, they didn't have tails. So, dude, from deduction, someone's cutting these cats' tails off.
Yeah,
you know,
there's no way. Yeah.
You know, like cats' tails don't just drop off. So it's just really weird.
Yeah, I mean that's fucked up. I mean, so the owners have originally cut their tails off, and then they had kids. The cats had kids, and they had no tails, or no? Like
No,
the
cats,
owners would again.
So
cut
the
off their
cats
tails.
were born with tails, as
Yes.
most cats are. The cats came out of another cat with a tail on
Where
its
do
butt.
cats from?
And then I think, I don't know. I just think it's like an asexual reproduction thing.
It's like
Like fur balls grow into cats
Why?
if you bury them.
Where
in
the hell
ground.
did that come from? Like babies come from storks? Where the fuck did that come from? Was that just
It came from nosy ass fucking kids, because you gotta tell. I mean, you're not
Yeah.
gonna tell him like, "Yo, dude, I like nutted your mom and it was sick."
it was probably
You're
the,
gonna be
the
like-
youngest kids that ever asked that got the fucking story going
Yeah.
about storks. But okay, so cats, tails, neighbors.
Yeah. No, I
Was that it?
lived across these people for like 2 years, and they just generation after generation, these cats would just roam around the neighborhood, and it wasn't like absurd, you know. Like at any point, like this is really sad, but most of
know.
them died off throughout the winter. So at most, you know, like in spring when they would give birth, there would be like
I'll
you know
drink
a
to that.
litter or two of kittens, and then the real OG cats, and then you know maybe one or two of those would survive through the winter.
How old? Wow, Jesus! How
I-
old would these cats like be when the? Would you see a kitten without a tail or a cat? It was a cat. without a tail.
Yeah, usually it was still while they were kittens.
Jesus,
that it happened.
Why the fuck?
Well, the thing is, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I met someone who knew these people, and they said that they cut the tails off of these cats because they thought that it would prevent them from reproducing, which is easily disputed from the fact that these cats are having baby cats. You know, like that's.
Well, they didn't have them with tails.
Yeah,
so-
well, I don't know if they thought they used the tails as like a reproductive organ. I don't know. I don't understand the thought process behind it, but basically they thought that if they cut the tails off of these cats, then boom, we'll get rid of all these, you know, kittens that are just dying every year, which is really sad. Like it's terrible. So
Yeah.
I get
I don't get.
like
no.
they were doing it for a good reason. They were like, we need to protect these animals, you know, we need to prevent them from reproducing. But their method, their procedure was just lop off tails and call it a fucking day.
Oh, what the-
I don't get it. And it was just really strange to me because like I moved into this place and I was, you know, I'm just like, oh cool, there's like neighborhood cats, like that's, you know,
Yeah.
they're just roaming around doing their own cat thing. Like every now and then, like we had a front porch, like, you know, we'd chill out, be drinking on the front porch, cat would come up and we'd just be like, hey, what's up? I don't know. We
Cat?
started
Cat
naming
one?
them, but like, you know, they after a while they just started cycling too fast. It got kind of scary. But
Wow.
yeah,
And then they
I
just
don't-
died.
Well, the thing
reproduced,
is, yeah,
died,
no, they
died.
would have like, you know, during the spring is when the kittens would be born, like late spring.
Mm.
And there would just be a fucking street full of kittens, and it was super cool because you're like, oh, fucking cute little kittens.
And
but
did
you
you
can't
ever
let them
meet
in.
the owners? Were they like, hey, what's up? And they were
Yeah,
like,
well, they
check
lived
it out.
directly across the street from me, so I would see them, but I never really talked to them.
Ah,
You know,
that
they
makes
weren't
sense.
very outgoing people, so
Makes
I would
sense.
see them in passing. It was like, oh, you know,
Cat people.
I'm going to work, you're outside. You're going to work, I'm outside. Let's give a wave, kind of deal. But it was really weird. And at one point, what do you call animal control?
Yeah.
They came there, and I was like, okay, like good, you know, like someone is realizing the problem here and doing something about it, which makes me seem like a shitty person because I don't know, I just kind of let
You
it
just
happen.
witnessed it.
I was
It's
just-
fine.
I always like to imagine, and not like out of my own enjoyment, but I just thought that this man, it was a man and woman who lived there. They're older. They had to be at least in their late 60s, early 70s. And I just imagined them with like a necklace of cattails,
Oh my god.
Like, just
Mother
like-
of God.
I just imagine them as like
That-
they were harvesting them for some eternal power or something.
Yeah, I
I don't know,
understand.
doing some like
rabbit's feet.
witchcraft shit. Yeah,
Like rabbit's feet, yes. Like lucky cattails.
But no, they were just some like weird old people.
That reminds me of cattails? That reminds me of cowtails. The candy.
The candy.
Yeah.
So cowtails are like skinnier, elongated bullseyes. Bullseyes are the same thing, but but they're like an inch in diameter, and it's caramel.
Yeah.
It's caramel with it's caramel with cream on the inside, and actually not to be confused with the
Actual
chocolate and peanut butter treat.
Rolo.
No, bullseye. It's like a ball. It's a ball of
What?
peanut. It's a ball of peanut butter. You take
What?
peanut butter and you mix it with powdered sugar and butter, and you basically make like a conglomerate of that, and then you dip it in melted chocolate.
Then you have a balls.
exposing on the top about like a quarter of an inch
of chocolate.
Keep going.
of the peanut butter from the inside.
Oh,
so
wait,
it
no, I know
looks
what you're
so it
talking
looks
about.
like an eyeball.
Mmm.
You've had those?
I've had
They're like
eyeballs on
Reese's
during
with
Halloween.
the ratio heavily on the peanut butter side. That's what they taste like, and not. as
That's what
fake.
America is based on.
Reese's.
Goddamn America.
Or chocolate and peanut butter.
You tell me.
Chocolate and peanut butter is what America is based off of. Yeah, I would just keep it in your ear and fuck it. Where's your goddamn?
Yeah.
I finished it.
Wow, you're
How?
savage. Nate, finish his drink, everybody. Finish your drink. It's a drinking game. The Adam and Windy podcast.
I really like this collage of TV screens that they
I
just
like it,
hung up on the
yeah.
wall. I mean,
Shout out
like
to shout out to them.
It does look really cool. Like honestly, this studio is really nice, and
It is too nice.
I appreciate the amount of effort that went into this.
Yes.
They got some really good lights. They got a
This is all new. The lights,
sweet table.
actually, this is all new.
They're holding all their CDs, but I do have a problem with this screen over here because it's just
This one?
it's
No.
just
This
it's
one or this
four
one?
it's four flat screen TVs turned 90 degrees and then stacked together. So it basically creates a giant
Fuck.
four panel flat screen TV.
Oh yeah, we have basically
And
the same size TV. In
I
our
just
house.
don't know. I don't know what you would use this for. I don't
I think
get
this
I don't
is-
get what comes from this.
I mean, normally
you
it's
know?
used for like gaming,
yeah, right.
but like, yeah, I don't really see the use here. But
I don't know, I
It seems like a waste of money, but I get to sit here and look at scrolling pictures of nature, and I'm really enjoying it.
I like it a lot.
So it's like
honestly a
it's like
great
an
background.
active wallpaper. I mean, it's a lot of money to put towards that, but I
for
appreciate.
those of
I
you who
appreciate
can't
it
see here,
nonetheless.
there's.
Yeah, do we have a? Can we live stream this?
I wish, but
Trust me, one day,
there's
one day.
there's four flat screen TVs in the studio that they're lined up next to each other, and
They're long boys too.
They-
you know?
they are.
The
And,
ratio of
with
what length
with
to width.
the length, yeah. No, it's a pretty picture. There's a nice river.
Yeah, we're
that
just
looking at right
we've
now.
been scrolling up the river,
Yeah, from reverse side.
Have we?
and it's
have
not
we?
just the river. We get banks on both sides.
There's
and it is
there's
amazing.
trees. It's
The sun is
pretty
shining.
fucking gorgeous.
It's a
I'm
good
not
summer
gonna lie.
day. You see some trails along the side. The river is bustling.
I bet these
It's
are the
really nice.
Adirondacks. Honestly, I don't want to say this is the Adirondack or the Racket River.
No,
'cause, no,
It's
it's
pronounced
too,
Racat.
There's no
Racket.
path.
The Racat
it,
River.
it's too pretty to be that. I'd be willing to bet this is like the Hudson River,
Oh,
which is also not that pretty. Okay, this is not the Hudson River.
I think
it just changed.
It,
ladies.
it did just
it's
change.
definitely the St. Lawrence now.
Yeah, the St. Lawrence Seaway.
It's so blue.
No, that's definitely the Caribbean, fucking somewhere. It's just too pretty to be up here.
So we're now using our time on the podcast to describe pictures to people, and I really hope that you guys are staying tuned because
if
You
made
better be, or I will beat the
I-
fuck out of you.
you hear that? You heard it here first. That's a promise.
if you made
That
it this
is a
far,
promise.
if you made it this far, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us.
Yeah, we actually really do appreciate you.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you so
I
much.
love you so much.
I like you as a friend.
I like you more than a friend.
Yeah, like I would hang out in a non-friend situation.
I would
like
hang out-
if you needed help. Like I'd help you, but I don't love you.
I would hang out with you sober, basically.
I would
Whoa.
probably.
Whoa, that's actually really deep. I like that.
I'd probably text you or something. I don't know.
Like sober or like not at 2 a.m.
Both.
Word. Word. All right, we're at an hour and 36.
Are we in?
I think we did a really good job.
I think we did a really
I
good
think
job.
my
today.
mother would
Honestly,
be proud.
guys, thank you for letting me come
Hey,
and do this.
thank
I
you.
had a
Thank
really
you.
great time.
So much for being a guest on the Adam and Windy podcast.
Thank you for not
I-
shutting up just like us.
I think
We
all,
will never shut up.
all that I got out of this was that it's really, really cool to hear all
Your
the
own
noises
voice,
come through
yeah.
some headphones. Like, it's just like really neat.
Bro, we started at
It's cool.
we started with our own headphones in our frat in
Oh
like the
my
Windy's
God.
room.
Yeah, just gaming headphones
From
On
the
a head-
bottom.
on a headphone
Started
splitter.
from the bottom.
dude.
And then we found this studio. And we were like, hey, this is a lot better.
We brought
Hey,
the
they have like
vibrations
actual equipment.
in. Yeah, well, it's dope. We weren't even
But
And then they helped
What-
us
what-
generously. Helped us.
I get that we're like trying to segue out of this, but I legitimately curious, like, what made you guys want to start this? Like, why?
the questions coming at us now.
Yeah.
oh, Jesus.
Flipping,
Jesus, I wasn't prepared.
flipping the tables.
Flipping the table. Literally.
Please do.
I don't know. It started
Summer.
this past summer. I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts, and there's one episode in particular where he was like, all you listeners out there, you're like, you know, if you have ideas and you ever like thought about starting a podcast, you know, just God damn it.
Stuff is dying.
No, I'm in it.
Go on.
Lay it on me.
What Joe Rogan say?
Oh, he said, you know, if you ever thought about starting a podcast, you know, like, just start recording, just start putting
Yeah.
shit out there, and
Yeah.
I just remembered all the conversations we had like last year, and I was just like, yo, this would be fucking perfect for a podcast,
literally.
and here we are.
Every time we went to Evans, which is like this little pub, great shout out to Evans, great pub in Hearth actually, in
Hearth.
Pottsville. And shout out to them. They
It's
were
hard to
every time me and Windy would have a big beer. Oh, we were gonna talk about Big Water.
big water.
The big water.
Every time we'd have a big beer, we were like, "Shit, why aren't we recording ourselves right now?" Like people would maybe laugh. Like who
People
cares if they
might
don't? But
Listen to this.
fuck it. So that's what got us going. And over the summer, I actually thought about stand up in Rochester. I was living there. I
That's
was
a
like,
part of it too.
I want to go to this little
So,
fucking thing and do stand up.
I actually, I do have some stand-up jokes written down that I might fucking.
We both written down
we
some
record. Yeah, we recorded it during one podcast, but we never posted it because
whip 'em
we were
out.
too drunk.
shit. Well, way too drunk.
Whip them out.
Whip him out. I don't have him on me
Whip 'em
right now.
out.
I don't have him on me right now.
Dude,
But-
a true artist doesn't write down his words.
Fuck
I'm
yourself.
just kidding.
Yeah, kid.
You probably got a lot going on.
All right.
Hold on. I told a joke one time, and it actually went over really well. My mom laughed real hard.
Go. You know it?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. This will be our ending joke.
Ending.
Ladies and
joke.
gentlemen, get
All right,
the
you guys
fuck
ready?
Yeah.
All right. So this is actually the only joke that I've ever memorized. A pirate walks into a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a really big steering wheel, like a ship steering wheel, attached to his groin. And the bartender asks, "Hey, pirate, like, what's going on? What's going on with the wheel? Like, that's super weird, right? Like, this dude's got like a huge wheel right on his groin, and so the pirate, the fucking pirate, he turns to the bartender, and he says, "I don't know, matey, but it's driving me nuts." Actually, credit to my grandma.
Oh my god.
My grandma told me that joke.
Shout out to Scuff's grandma.
Shout out to Scott's grandma. Shout out number 2 to Gustav.
She's a great lady. She has a gambling addiction, and we're looking to get her help. If anybody knows anybody, please. It's actually pretty severe. It's tearing our family apart.
All right,
Oh my god.
everybody.
We got this bitch
this-
on this bitch.
That was the closing joke, and welcome. Thank you for tuning into the Adam and Winnie podcast. This is Windy.
And this is Adam.
I'm Sam.
And this has been the Adam and Windy podcast.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
We will
hopefully.
never shut up.
We will never shut up.
Fuck you.